How will we live in the future? Where will we live? How will we work? And how will we navigate our cars in cities of the future? How will we ensure that we don't run out of fuel? What will robots look like and how will we communicate with them? Will we travel using new modes of transportation? With environmentally friendly technologies and at greater speeds than ever before? How will we make medical diagnoses? Which surgical techniques will we employ? And how will we treat serious diseases like cancer? We are working every bit as ambitiously as the technological change of our day is profound, full of passion and curiosity for the greatest challenges of our society. We are among the most successful universities in the world. Venerated as the best technical university in Germany, we promote bold ideas and entrepreneurial flair for the future of our next generation talents and the future of our employers. Exceptional in teaching and research. Interdisciplinary, beyond subject boundaries. International at the highest level. Rooted in tradition and open to the world, we take the lead in competitions as well as university rankings. We research and study life sciences as we do the art of living. We are a large family of prize winners, alumni, students and researchers. And we are a large enterprise that thinks and acts economically. With high standards and ambitious goals, we squarely face international competition and connect with people from around the world. But changing the world on a grand scale entails understanding its finest details in all its forms and colors, elements and areas of life. A task that day to day drives us to the highest levels of performance, which we are all committed to. After all, for over 150 years, we have been fulfilling an important mission to kindle the economy with the spark of science. And we continue doing that to this day. With our curiosity, our courage, our imagination, and our passionate desire to succeed, we hold the power to improve the world and all of our lives. We are TUM.
Dear students, incoming first year and transfer students, dear parents, colleagues, friends, and our live Zoom audience. My name is Thomas Hofmann. I'm the president of the Technical University of Munich. It is my great pleasure to formally and if virtually welcome you to TUM. I truly wish I were meeting you in person today. And I can assure you that we are eager to bring you back to a regular campus life as soon as possible. To give you your first flavor of TUM, despite all the COVID-19 constraints, we designed this new virtual welcome format for you. We have arranged a campus tour. You will meet some researchers. We will have a live talk with students about the future of learning, some impressions from student life and from student groups. And you can enjoy live music from our TUM Jazz Band right here at the studio at the Audimax. Dear students, my colleagues and I are humbled by your vote of confidence in choosing TUM as your academic home address. It demonstrates your faith in our ability to innovate and to do everything possible to support your visions and aspirations. And you made the right choice. TUM students are considered among the best educated. The global employability ranking puts TUM on place 6 globally, in good neighborhood with Stanford and Princeton. Over 14,000 ambitious new students have enrolled at TUM in Munich, in Garching, Freising, Straubing, and Heilbronn. 44,000 students in total, an historic maximum. And we are the most international university in Germany. 34 are international citizens from more than 140 different countries. And also the number of female students has risen to reach an incredible 36%. Many of you watching are just beginning your TUM adventure, though many of you without being physically present at TUM. Some of you are parents of a TUM first-year student, excited about what the future holds for your daughter or son. Some of you are returning for your first year as a master student, longing back to be back here on campus with your friends and faculty. But let us accept a fundamental truth. This is anything but a normal year. These times of the pandemic are without any parallel in our lives. Like you, I impatiently wait for the day when we return to some kind of normal. I can only imagine how difficult it must be to begin your TUM journey in these times. But be sure, although you may be stepping into an uncharted territory, you are not alone. Yes, we need to maintain physical distance from one another, but we can still build our relationships. Our TUM campuses are truly nice, but they are not what defines us. It is our strong community of passionate people that makes TUM so unique. I'm confident that we will find many ways to foster a true sense of belonging, of connectivity, of mutual support until we are back to normal campus life. Dear students, the COVID-19 pandemic has shown us without any doubt that despite all of our natural and artificial intelligence, humankind was initially no match for a little virus without a brain. These difficult times call for clever minds, and that makes being a student at TUM more relevant than ever before. We have every reason to look into the future with enthusiasm and with confidence. We devoted the summer to ensuring our remote instruction embodies best practices. And we supported our teaching staff to develop remote courses, also with the help of more than 500 students as e-scouts. My personal thanks go to all those really ambitious students. Thank you very much for that engagement. Building on our experiences and the valuable feedback of our students, we will do our very best to give you the best possible start to your first semester. We want to provide you the opportunity to get to know your fellow students, to integrate into your academic communities, and to become part of our TUM family while following our hygienic rules. Until further notice, wearing a mouth and nose cover is mandatory on TUM premises. I deeply rely on our common sense of civil responsibility, discipline, and mutual respect. To participate in on-site events or examinations, I'm asking you to register in order to enable contact tracing as efficient as possible in the event of a COVID-19 infection. Despite these times of digital learning, remote work, and social distancing, I want to encourage all of you to take advantage of the incredible journey of self-discovery and world discovery here at TUM. Whether you are the first in your family to study at TUM, or whether other members of your family walked this path before you, whether you come from a family of lesser or greater financial means, whether you and your family members were born in Germany or in another place somewhere around the world, or whether you feel a strong commitment to an identity, a religion, a political party, a special talent, or a specific life philosophy, you belong to TUM. But belonging does not mean that it will always be easy. I'm confident that you're up to the challenges waiting for you. But naturally, there will be times when you feel that you need help. In such cases, I encourage you to seek guidance and support from peers, teaching assistants, professors, staff. When you need it, there will always be help and support for you here. So feel free to explore your ideas with confidence, knowing you belong to TUM. But with that belonging comes also a responsibility, that you too will do your part to make TUM a vibrant community that fosters belonging for all its members. Each of you has different strengths and weaknesses, different experiences, perspectives. This diversity and a culture of equity and inclusion are not just an empty mantra. They form the cornerstones of our mission as we move into the future. The pandemic has heightened nationalism and amplified intolerance, deep racial and socioeconomic inequalities around the globe. More than ever, it is important that our university community is built on the free and open exchange of ideas in a culture of mutual respect. Even when your ideas and perspectives do not square with those of others, learning at the university means to be exposed to new perspectives. It means to having our own ideas challenged and to being pushed to sharpen our arguments. This will broaden your horizon and your view of the world and allow you to develop new relationships that may last a lifetime. This will be among the most important gifts that you will take away from TUM. But belonging to TUM also means to stay curious and to stay engaged. You will have access to prominent scholars in every discipline: natural and life sciences, engineering, medicine, business management, social, political, and educational sciences, public service, and entrepreneurship. Take advantage of this enormous disciplinary breadth of TUM, and do not stick too narrowly to your chosen field of study. University does not stand for uniformity, but for extension of your horizons. In our changing world, a broadened education is the best preparation in times of uncertainty, and it's the best preparation for the world emerging after the pandemic, and for the times of change that will follow. So I advise you to stay open to the unexpected opportunities, remain curious, embrace adventure, follow your passion, and stretch your mind and grow personally. So take advantage, for example, of the Carl von Linde Academy and find out what responsibility in research and innovation really means, or of how we can make communication between science and the public more effective. Get involved in university sports, or join the TUM orchestra or choir. Become engaged along with the other members of our TUM family. Explore our courses in philosophy, which are offered jointly with the Munich School of Philosophy. Learn about how to strengthen your arguments. Learn about yourself and what you truly believe. Or embrace our course offerings in political and social sciences at the TUM School of Governance and the Munich Center for Technology in Society. And take advantage of the TUM Language Center. So develop new language competences. And if you are an international student, enhance your German while you're here at TUM. Or follow our offerings in intercultural training. So we offer new formats to overcome the current limitations in student mobility. So I invite you to participate in the virtual courses and student challenges of our Eurotech Universities Alliance. Here you can benefit from the offerings of our partner institutions: the Technical University of Denmark, EPFL Lausanne, École Polytechnique Paris, Technon in Israel, and Eindhoven University of Technology. And if you want to turn your ideas into practice, then learn new team and entrepreneurial skills by engaging in one of our student initiatives, like the Too Fast student racing teams, or the Hyperloop team. Their transportation capsule reached the top speed of 290 miles per hour, and for the fourth time in a row remained undefeated winner of Elon Musk's World Championship in Los Angeles. And the new team, TUM Boring Innovation in Tunneling, will participate in another new global tech competition. So if you want to become a winner, go for your passion and contact this group. And if you want to dedicate your later master thesis to what you are truly passionate about in an interdisciplinary team of students, our TUM Entrepreneurial Masterclass is waiting for you. Here you can combine scientific excellence with entrepreneurial ambition and create value for society through your own startup idea. We support all these initiatives and give you access to our entrepreneurial support like the Makerspace or the TUM Venture Labs, which we have recently launched to boost startups in deep tech areas. We do this because we are fully convinced that once you have this passion in your blood, it will carry you on to top performance in your later professional life. So stay excited, stay engaged, keep your mind open, Enjoy the beginning of this exciting new phase of your life. Trust me, you are ready for it. And now, I want to give you a first insight into our TUM locations from the eyes of our students. So let our students take you on a campus tour. Welcome to TUM.
Hi, welcome. My name is Enrique and I'm studying a Master's in Management and Technology on the main campus. I'm actually in my third semester. I'm hanging out with some friends here at the Pinacothek, where we're doing a picnic, taking advantage that it's sunny out. It's one of the really cool places you come to when you want to chill out outside and hang out with friends. Another really cool thing about it is that it's very close to our main campus, which is back here. I want to show you some other cool spots on campus where you can hang out and study or just chill out with friends. Come with me. Hey guys, how are you doing?
We're good, how are you?
I'm doing well actually. What are you up to today?
I'm actually on my way to study.
Perfect.
See you guys later. Bye.
Ciao.
Hey, my name is Ina and I'm studying architecture in the second semester here at the main campus. Before I show you my favorite places to study, I'm gonna grab some books at the library. Thank you. Besides renting books, you can also study here, and I want to show you the coolest places. In this part of the library, you can adjust the tables to your personal height. This is why I also like to study here. Another cool thing you can do is practice your presentations in one of the group rooms without disturbing someone. Before I go to study, I actually love to grab a coffee here at the Vorhälzer Forum. It is one of the most beautiful places because of its outstanding view, especially when it's sunny. But right now, I really have to go to study. So this is one of my first insider tips. Whenever you cannot find a room in the library for group work, you can easily come here to collaborate with your fellow students. So this is my second insider tip when you want to study alone. This place is usually pretty empty and you can concentrate well here.
Oh, hi Ina. I saw you found a nice study spot here.
Yes, I did.
Perfect. Good luck with your exam.
Thank you.
Guys, so I'm heading to Gashing actually to a lecture and you should come with. Let's go. Oh, hey Moritz, how's it going?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Great, I'm doing fantastically. Hey guys, so I actually have to go to a lecture now, but I'll leave you with Moritz who's going to show you the rest of the campus.
Hi, I'm Moritz. I'm studying bioinformatics here at TUM and I'm going to show you around. Let's start right in. Here we have some beach volleyball and basketball courts. I love having a quick match during my lunch break. And when you're exhausted after playing basketball with your friends, you may also want to study for your courses. Spread across the campus, we have some great outdoor learning spaces just like this one. These are great spaces to collaborate and work with your fellow students. If you want to slow down a bit, let's go to the lake just behind the campus. Here we are at one of the lakes on the west side of the campus. These are a great place to hang out with your friends or to study while sitting in the grass. Back there we also have some sports devices to get yourself fit and your head free. But unfortunately, because I have to attend a tutor lesson, this is where I have to leave you for now. But my friend Amy is going to show you the rest.
Follow me. Hi, I'm Amy. I'm a math student and currently in my 5th semester. You caught me when I just finished studying for today, so I can show you the coolest spots here on the campus. We will start with our main attraction in this math and informatics building. It's the slide and it can actually get quite fast. Woo! This is the Campus Kneipe, the pub on the campus and the main place to be after the other cafeterias have closed to grab a drink or two with your friends or to make new connections. And what to do after you have grabbed a beer? Well, there is another place on the campus that I want to show you. This is, in my opinion, the most magical place in Garching. You can see the whole TUM campus from here. And it is also the perfect spot to enjoy some great sunsets after a long day of studying with your friends here at the Studitum. But when it comes to beautiful places, there is an even better location. This is the river running through the campus. It is actually connected to quite a lot of TUM locations, as for example the main campus that we visited earlier, but also of course the University Hospital rechts der Isar, It is running through Garching and also Weinstefan, and there are some smaller TUM sites and institutions that are near the river. Oh look, Moritz is already in the water. Hey, how was it?
Great, thanks. But as my next practical lesson is in Weinstefan in about 90 minutes, I'll take my bike and get there. Hi.
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. My next lecture is in about 10 minutes, so I've got to leave. But can you show my friends around, please?
Yeah, sure. Welcome to Weinstefan, the second oldest campus at the TUM. I will show you my most favorite spots. Catch up later?
Yeah, sure. Bye.
Especially in the summer, the terrace of our BIP is a perfect spot to learn, as there's basically no distraction but the sun. If you're ever missing some information, just grab a book from behind you. Welcome to Hörsaal 13, the lecture hall with the best service in the world. This is a perfect spot to celebrate after an exam or just a good alternative to the Mensa. Whenever you're here, try the Oberster, as it originates from here. Prost! From here you get the best views of the campus. On a sunny day you can not only see the airport, Garching and Munich, but also the Alps. Even though our campus is not the largest by the number of students, we still have a lot of area here, which allows for a lot of nature in between buildings. This is a perfect base for studies like forest science and agriculture science. I saved the best spot for last. This is a learning room inside the newly renovated Studitum building here in Weinstefan. Perfectly quiet spot to see how our fellow students in Straubing are doing. Let's call them.
Hi Jonathan, and welcome you all to the campus in Straubing. My name is Fabi, I study renewable resources and I will show you around our small but booming campus here. Let's go! The campus here is still relatively new, but there are new students and professors coming all the time. Obviously, since this is the campus for biotechnology and sustainability, topics here are very future-oriented and exciting. This is the place where I like to hang out with my friends after studying. We also come here to enjoy an evening beer or two. This is one of our main buildings here. Inside you can find the Mensa and the library. Straubing is also really fun for your free time. Let me show you what I like to do on a nice summer day. Although Straubing is obviously a lot smaller than Munich, there's always something to do here. The Gäubodenfest is the second biggest fair in Bavaria after the Oktoberfest in Munich. So you could say that the TUM has made some wise location choices. The surrounding countryside of Straubing also gives you plenty of options for your free time activities. You can take a swim in the river Danube or in one of the roughly 50 lakes around Straubing. Also, the mountains of the Bavarian forest are not far away if you like to go hiking or skiing. This is the place where we like to go stand-up paddling, play volleyball or simply hang out. It is also located right next to our newest building. Let's check out the view from the top. Let's show this beautiful view to my friends in Heilbronn. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi there! I heard you just saw a beautiful view from Straubing campus. My name is Violet, and I'm here to show you our campus, the newest edition of TUM. So, welcome to Heilbronn. Heilbronn lies in the heart of Heilbronn, France, a region famous for its family-led small and medium-sized company, who managed to become world leader in their industries. Our campus main goal is to bridge the gap between management and technology by combining entrepreneurial spirit and innovative capacity. Here on our campus, you can learn these remarkable success straight from the source. We are now in the newest building of our Bildungs campus. The TUM Tower was inaugurated last year for TUM students. Here is where we have the majority of our lectures. And this is our new Mensa, which just opened recently. Here you can enjoy freshly prepared meals or just hang out with your colleagues. This is our library, where you can find more than 640 workspaces, which provide great opportunity to study by yourself or with colleagues. You can always find some of your classmates here during the semester, and it is especially useful during exam season. Heilbronn can also be a great place to spend your free time. Let me show you some of the places now. Heilbronn, also known as the city on the Neckar, has a lively restaurant and bar scene that has emerged alongside the river. Just a few minutes away from the Bildungs campus, the city's museums and the Heilbronn Theatre offer great variety for those interested in culture and learning. We also have the hands-on museum Experimenta, Germany's largest science center, where adults and children can explore fascinating natural phenomena. The river and the vineyard that surround the city can keep you busy with several options for exploring around during your free time. You can rent a campus bike and go through the city and stakes parks around it. Or just come to Heilbronn and find your favorite spot.
Thanks to the students for preparing this wonderful video. Before becoming president in 2019, I was TUM Senior Vice President Research and Innovation for almost 10 years, and it was an exciting time, exploring uncharted territories of knowledge, pioneering new approaches, learning from peers, sharing information between peers, and jointly make progress for the future of mankind. Whether you as a student are interested in the fundamental origins of life, or in how to maintain health and targeting diseases, or in how to responsibly shape the technological sovereignty of Europe, or in making our living environment becoming more sustainable. Scientific research is team sport, and progress is made by people, and it's by you in the future. So therefore, let me introduce some of our researchers that will be a role model for you later on.
TUM is one of the most innovative universities in the world, and what fascinates me most is that there's real transdisciplinary research going on.
The most fascinating thing for me is the interface between technology, business and entrepreneurship and society.
I think that we have a very international atmosphere here at TUM, which I just cannot just learn German, but a lot of other cultures. And also the infrastructure that I have here, I have an office, I have labs, I have computers, so I have everything I need to perform a good research.
It's the proximity of high-class colleagues from different disciplines at TUM that enable world-class research at an interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary level that allows research of change.
I do research at TUM because it's my passion, so I'm curious. I need to know the answer. When I see some problem, I cannot sleep until I answer something, and TUM gives me the opportunity to do it.
My motivation for research is research for the sake of research, so I'm interested in really figuring out the nature of universe, or in this case the nature of algorithms and artificial intelligence models, and I really do research because I enjoy the process of doing research.
Students are an essential part of our research at any level. We are shaping the leaders of tomorrow, and by training them in the classroom or training them in our labs, they learn the tools that they will use in the future.
I love to discuss with them in my seminars, I love to bounce back ideas from them, but I'm also interested in their genuine research that they can do in our department.
Students play a strong role in the research at TUM. Basically, we cannot do research without them.
My students basically are those that motivate me to go further, so not to stick into what I'm used to or what I just read in the literature. The students open me a window to ask myself more questions and also to give me some answers that I didn't expect to have.
When you do research, there are many obstacles to success, and actually giving the tools to a student to overcome hurdles mentally as well as in terms of practical doing, that is the essential part of what we do in our teaching.
We experience new ideas, we get new inspiration, we try out new things, and even if some of the research fails, there's always new steps. And discussing this knowledge together with colleagues, together with the students, this is what makes science exciting.
We have a motto in our research group that is inspire to create purpose. And we want our students not to see us as a delivery system for knowledge. We want them to realize that we inspire their purpose in life.
I think research and innovation is the basis of progress, in the end also the well-being of our entire society and our planet. And that's why I think doing research is the major contribution a young person can do for a future.
Do what you want and look where your heart is. And then definitely follow your heart, follow your passion, and be sure that you can do the best thing at the moment that you're doing it.
TUM shaped the way I do teaching and research. The capacities of TUM in terms of physical and instrumental capabilities. Even when I started, there was always a colleague that had an instrument that I needed for my daily research routine, but also the people that are around you that inspire you to do more.
Studying at TUM provides you with great chances for a career, whatever direction you may want to take. Maybe research, maybe industry, maybe working for NGOs.
TUM has offered me an excellent environment to do my own research, great career opportunities, an amazing cast of students and colleagues, and first and foremost, a place and a home where I can thrive in my research.
Together, we are shaping what is TUM today, but also TUM tomorrow.
Despite of research progress, TUM would be nothing without you, our students. You generate the heartbeat of our university. Therefore, we are living up to a trusted relationship, mutual respect, and a fruitful interaction between students and faculty. In this environment, the Student Council is taking care of the interests of all of our students at TUM. And they want to introduce themselves now in the next video clip.
Excuse me, do you know where the office of the Student Council is?
Yes, of course, I can show you. Just follow me inside. It's the Mensa building at TUM main campus. Okay, so here we are. There's our office. We're open from Monday to Thursday, 9:30 till 3:30, but most often you can find somebody also here later, or you just call us or write us an email. Please just go in.
Hi, may I come in?
Yes, welcome to the Student Council.
So you can get the International Student ID here?
Yes.
Are there any other services you offer?
Yeah, you can get tickets for the TU film, a student cinema, and also buy tickets for parties and other events organized by the Student Council. And you can also get further information about student life at TUM or in Munich.
Lunch is ready. Oh, hey there. Do you want to come join us maybe?
Thank you, how lovely.
Come on in.
Oh my god, how many people are you cooking for? This is enough for an entire army.
No, it's just for the event tonight. Say, there's a meeting going on over there in the office. Do you maybe want to join in?
Sounds great.
Oh, hi, welcome in our office.
You look pretty busy. What are you doing right now?
I'm planning our next big festival.
Oh, a festival, really? What other events do you organize throughout the year?
We organize multiple events such as parties, poetry slams, or festivals. They seem to be pretty different, but they have one thing in common. They are non-profit and volunteer-run. For example, the Garnix, an open air at the campus Garching, is one of our summer events where we require over 200 volunteers.
Wow, how can I be a part of that?
You can register yourself on the helping tool and become a part of our team. I'm just setting up the registration for our upcoming events.
I will definitely check it out. But tell me, what are they doing over there?
Just go over and ask them.
Excuse me, may I interrupt?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about online exams in the upcoming semester, since there is a new regulation published by the ministry, and it's important to find out how this affects students at TUM.
Probably it will. I guess we have to start some serious discussions about it should be implemented at the TUM.
So you represent students regarding all issues concerning their study programs?
Yes, you're welcome.
Hello.
Interesting. Which other topics are you working on?
There's many topics we have been working on. First, there's a few major ones. For example, the semester ticket, that students don't have to pay tuition anymore since the winter term 13-14, and that the summer term 2020 is not counted as a regular semester, and the credit hurdles have been postponed one semester. Other than that, we try to do a lot for the quality of teaching at TUM. For example, overseeing academic and examinations, regulations, having a say in who becomes a new professor at TUM, and also evaluating their teaching.
Who was on the phone?
It's the others in the basement. They need help packing for our next event. Do you want to come along?
Yeah, sure. Trying to represent all students seems like a huge workload, especially because every study program comes with its own challenges. How do you manage that?
Well, certainly not by ourselves. That would be impossible. Each department has their own departmental student council representing their department's students' interests.
Okay, and how do they connect to the General Student Council?
Every few weeks, the departmental student councils and the General Student Council meet to discuss important topics and to think of solutions that best fit everyone. If you're interested, you can join one of these meetings.
What are you setting up here?
We are just preparing a half-yearly exhibition about climate change, where you can learn what your impact is on it and how you can reduce it.
This exhibition is one of our projects. We also have other ones, like for example, a lecture about environmental topics, clothes swapping events, and the Green Mensa project.
So I can get credits for the environmental lecture series?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, cool. I'll totally register for that. So you are the environmental group of the Student Council?
Yes, exactly. We often meet to prepare events and projects, but apart from working all the time, we also have team events like cooking together.
Do you still need help in the basement?
Yes, please.
The Student Council seems to have a lot of different moving parts. How do you still manage to be one team?
Communication is key. We have regular team meetings every 2 weeks, and apart from that, we see each other a lot, either in our office or at one of our team events.
How can I apply to be part of the team?
There isn't an application process or anything like that. Anyone is welcome to join and start working in whichever area they're interested in, regardless of semester or study program. We're always grateful for more helping hands.
Yes, I can imagine that. Wow, there's a lot of stuff down here. Excuse me, what are you packing for?
Oh hey, we're just finishing up packing for the big party we have every year on the main campus, just after the semester starts.
And what exactly are you packing there?
I'm just making sure to satisfy everyone's need for beer.
So, if you aren't hosting any events, then nobody is around here?
Oh, you bet there is. If we aren't hosting any events, we lend our stuff to other student groups so they can host events as well. If you want to see even more down here, follow Caro, she can show you around.
There's more? What's next?
As you know, there's one very important part of a party that can't be missed. We do not want our guests on dry land. 6 times a year we get delivered more than
2,000 liters of beverages. We have our own room for that, and it's even refrigerated. So you can imagine in the summertime when it gets really hot, you can take nice long breaks inside to cool off. Could you hold that for me, please?
Yes, of course.
Thanks. We have another one just like this for alcoholic beverages, so you can know where you can find me most of the time. I'm just kidding.
How do I get out of here again?
Just follow me. I'm taking these drinks outside. If you're interested, you can follow also David to the Studitum for an international meeting.
So, what is the Studitum?
It's the building over there. It was built for students to have more rooms to study or work on group projects. You can prepare your exams, chill with your friends, or even have group meetings in there.
What kind of groups do you mean?
Here at TUM we have many different university groups, each one with their own focus, being dancing, learning languages, or even rocket science. They really enjoy the premises offered in the Studitum. But not only they can use these rooms. Every student, just like you and me, is welcome here 24/7. Hey guys!
Hey!
I have some refreshment for you.
Thanks.
So, this is the international meeting. What are you discussing?
Well, we're currently having a discussion about the issues and concerns of international students at TUM. You know, in fact, a third of all students at TUM are internationals, and there are a lot of problems specific to students from other countries.
Interesting to know. Can you explain some typical problems of internationals and what your approach is?
Well, one of the main issues is obviously the language barrier that a lot of internationals initially face, and the resulting issues with the bureaucracy. You know, a lot of documents are only provided in German. So we're not only supporting language courses, but also pushing for all official communication to be provided in English as well.
We also try to help the students who have the issue of entering the country and who look for financial aids. We try to help them to find the correct contact person.
So our main goal is basically to extend the services and events offered by the Student Council for internationals, and also better integrate internationals into the Student Council to have a better representation at TUM.
Do you know what we also did? We built this building for you. Do you want to see the rest of it?
Yeah, sure. Just show me around.
All right. So this is the Studitum building. It has a pretty nice name, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
So you can probably tell by the name. This building has been built for the students, by the students, and students are its main user group. You can come here to study, relax. All right, let's go up. So this is the Studitum in the city center. It has over 100 seats for you, and it is open 24/7. We've got another one in Garching that is also pretty big, pretty new. And we've got one in Freising-Weinstefan that will be finished soonish, that you can also go to there in the future. So this is one of the smaller study rooms. You can go there and study by yourself. Another one. And this is one of the bigger rooms. You can study here in groups, or just do some homework by yourself. And sometimes, if you look outside the window, you can even see some strange things happening outside. Prost, Asta! Prost!
Yeah, thanks to our Student Council for this introduction. The Corona pandemic has catalyzed a massive transformation in digital learning on a global scale. For me as president, it is important to understand what drives our students, what motivates them, and how we can jointly do a better job to develop their talents to the fullest. That's why I invited now 4 students to talk about challenges facing our students and about how the future of learning might look like. So the first guest I have invited is Mrs. Minoli Del Pagoda. She's sitting right next to me, first year bachelor student, civil engineering. Welcome.
Thank you.
The next is Annika Ruiz. on my left side, third semester Master Sustainable Resource Management and third semester Bachelor Political Science. Welcome.
Thank you.
Then we have Maximilian Frank with us. He's sitting here on the right-hand side, first year bachelor student Information Systems. Welcome at TUM.
Thank you.
Matthias Müschen, third semester Bachelor Civil Engineering. Welcome all of you here. It's a pleasure to have a discussion with you. Mrs. Delbagoda, the first question goes to you. If you come to TUM now as a new student, what are you keen to learn from the more experienced master students?
Yeah, so today we are part of this digital event, and the upcoming semester will be the second digital one. And this is a completely new experience, so I'm really curious to know how the last semester was and what we can expect from the upcoming one.
Well, so of course the last semester was completely different to my first master semester, but the challenge was that the situation hit us all very quickly, and TUM had to bring up some new concepts and new learning methods in a very short time. And I think overall they did a very great job. And due to my two different study programs, I could really observe the situation and also compare those two faculties and how they handled with this situation. And first of all, when it comes to lectures, they were all, of course, online via the platform Moodle. And either they were live via Zoom or just with asynchronous videos, so you could watch them all the time. But you always had the opportunity to ask the professors questions during the live session, but also via email or even in some chat forums on Moodle. So this was not a problem at all. And you gained some more time when you not had to travel to the university, of course. Yeah. And when it comes to exams, there were two different situations. So in my bachelor at the TUM School of Governance, they were all online. So yeah, via Moodle or TUM Exam, which is another tool. And they prepared us very well, and it was very well structured, and we got informed. And in my master, we had to travel to Freising, where my faculty is. And there was the Tentomax, it's like a big tent where we had the exams in presence. So yeah, we just went there with our masks and we washed our hands, so like completely normal, and then we started to write the exam. And yeah, it worked quite good, so.
Well, I couldn't agree more with what you said. For me, it was also a big shock when I started university last semester. My first semester was at the university. We had the introduction actually right here, just outside. Now we're sitting here in a studio. But this year it was completely different. I had to adapt to a whole different set of rules, we could say, and find a way to learn at home and improve myself and learn new skills. With the tests, it was also something new for me. We had two tests at the university, as you said, and it was also really, I mean, you needed to stay a few meters apart from other people to wash your hands and all of that. And at home, you were also surveilled by a program while writing your exams. So new experiences, but I'm really quite happy with the semester. I had a lot of support from my lecturers and from friends.
Yes, but of course, we both, I think, missed the lectures time and seeing our fellow students. So yes, I hope the situation will change in future.
Yeah, definitely. But I also want to thank in particular the students, the 500 e-scouts who helped, so to say, to really speed up the digitalization of education. Because at that time, before the last summer semester, we already had about 4 to 5 weeks. It came out of the sudden, and then to really offer a fully digital semester, that was our target, and I'm really happy with that. It was really a joint initiative of faculty and students. Mm-hmm. So thanks to your colleagues.
Especially we always had the opportunity to give direct feedback with online surveys or email communication, so this was really transparent and open communicated. Thank you.
Mr. Frank, how's any challenges you're facing right now at your first day, so to say?
It's for us at the Faculty for Informatics, it's nearly everything online, so we don't have a real student life. Not only parties, but also supporting each other, and we kind of missed that. We also had some Discord servers, for example, to get to know each other and have some kind of conversation,
but it's definitely different from meeting each other in person. And let's see what that brings to us. Yeah. So, but I got another question. The TUM is a technical university, and I questioned myself, is there or how do you get the exchange between the classical engineering subjects of the technical side and the humanities of the social side together, and how does this work in practice?
Yeah, so actually maybe it's a good question to answer for myself, because this was the reason why I came to TUM. So I always wanted to experience this technical background, because my first bachelor, which was at the University of Augsburg, afterwards I got experience in some internships or also student assistance positions, and I always learned that it's like in my field of environmental studies, it's important to have this technical background as well. Especially when you talk with experts or something, that you have this fundamental knowledge of some specific aspects. So I always seek to find a master's where I can combine those two things. And it's not easy for a student with social science background to find a technical master. And the TUM offered this for me with the Master of Sustainable Resource Management. And in this master, I can focus also on social science with environmental policy and economics, but also on, in my case, it's waste and material management, which is more the technical background. And also, for example, climate, air and water, where you go into water hydromethodology and stuff. So, but also in my second Bachelor of Political Science, which is more the fundamental social science bachelor, I try to combine those two things when I focus on big data, for example. But the fundamental basic studies of this political science is not a typical political science bachelor. It's more about bringing technology directly into the study program with data analytics or coding. So it's TUM offers a great opportunity to combine those two aspects.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
No, I couldn't agree more. I think it's important in the future that technical universities progress in a way that our target is not only to come up with new technologies and new scientific knowledge, but in particular to do this in a responsible way. So responsible innovation, I think this is the key. And if this is the target, I think then we have to introduce much earlier in education programs social science, political science components, ethical components to our study programs through different means, through joint research projects where students like you collaborate in a team like that with different expertises, where you so to say naturally bridge from science and technology into humanities and social sciences, because I'm fully convinced that this cannot be taught in a theoretical way. So if I would offer you, or we would offer you additional lectures, theoretical courses on ethics, I think that would not hit the nail. I think what we need is to learn by experience in such a group why we have to consider ethical things, or how do we have to design, so to say, technologies to find acceptance in society. And that brings us as TUM into a very new position, because we have to bridge disciplines and build a really interdisciplinary culture, so that the natural scientists or the engineers are willing to open their mind and to build this bridge to social sciences and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
From my side, there's also a question to be risen. We know that TUM has been around for quite some time, and a lot of changes have happened here at TUM. For example, right now, the schools reform. It's happening right now. My faculty is getting united with some others and putting under the same roof called the Faculty of School of Engineering Design. This allowing more cooperation between faculties and more intercommunication, thus extending and also enabling better research to be done at TUM. There has also been some changes in the infrastructure. As we see, we have a brand new Audimax or other changes that are happening right now, digitalizing classrooms. But how are those going to look in the future? And what steps should TUM take to stay competitive with other universities?
Yeah, I think what is crucially important is that we lower the activation energy for students and for researchers alike. to go beyond their own field of expertise. So to cross-connect in an interdisciplinary way, and this is one reason why we go into the school system. So we sort of say, we tear down artificial walls that have been made by defining physics and chemistry and engineering. Yeah, this is man-defined, but this is not necessarily, doesn't make sense, because the challenges are not disciplinary. They are, most of them are highly interconnected. So I think that's important. That's why we start with this school transformation initiative. But secondly, also, I think the way how we teach will change. Definitely, Corona catalyzed the injection of digital education formats in a very, very quick way, and within months, as mentioned. And this will stay also in the long run, but we will have a really balanced hybrid between digital formats on the one hand, which you can, for example, use from home or from elsewhere, and you can listen to it several times and whenever you want. But secondly, this will be embedded in an on-campus experience, where the students come to campus, work with others on true challenges where they can apply what they learned theoretically. And I can imagine that this even means we have to reconfigure our infrastructure of the university, because the large lecture halls may not always be the format we need for this. So, for example, a large lecture hall with 800 or 900 students in the future may look a bit different. Probably we have certain, like a terrace type of infrastructure, where students can sit, so to say, on round tables. They are digitally interconnected. So the instructor, for example, can give you a task, and the individual groups work on those tasks. And then by digital connectivity, you can then share your result with the result of other groups. And I think ideas like this, we want to try out. And this is one idea we are currently following. So how is the future classroom looking like? Nobody knows it, but if you don't dare something new, and if you don't have a model on which we can work on and can improve it later, we will never know it. And that's why TUM is there to pioneer also those types of education formats.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
For me, it would be really interesting to know, because now in my master's or even in your future bachelor's, there are so many great students with a lot of great ideas. And how does the TUM support those students during the studies, but also after studies, to create something bigger out of their ideas? So where's the connectivity and the interrelations?
There are different formats that are already in place. One is the TUM Junge Akademie, for example. Mm-hmm. Where the best bachelor and master students are invited to enter into a interdisciplinary field, where they really have half-year time to come up with solutions for some grand societal challenges. So questions that go beyond your own study program, but by integrating the expertise of the entire student team in this project team, you come up with interesting solutions. And but it's not only an exchange between students, it's also an exchange between students and professors and a merit of excellence. And, for example, partners we have in industry or society. So bringing into these groups the expertise you need. And I think this is like an eye-opener, because it shows you the connectivity of your own study program with the expertise of other people. And this is how, in the future, I think, this is the only way how we can really tackle the grand societal challenges, which are complex and cannot be solved by individual persons.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And we will roll that out probably also in our reform. We are currently considering so-called project groups or group projects. Group projects are formats where in the standard bachelor and master programs, every semester you have an interdisciplinary project where you collaborate with 4 or 5 other students on such topics. So this is really the firm intention. We have a firm ambition to help you, so to say, going beyond the disciplinary knowledge you will learn here, TUM. You still need to be a disciplinary expert. We don't need generalists, but we need disciplinary strength and interdisciplinary mindset. That's what we need to connect, and I think you cannot learn this theoretically. The best to learn it is with concrete projects and with concrete challenges. And we even may consider that there's a kind of a competition at the very end, yeah? That we try to support the best solutions. Mm-hmm. So we just started this semester the TUM Entrepreneurial Masterclass. And the idea is, if there are ideas at such a state that it may become a startup, their startup potential, that TUM can support those young people to make the jump into the startup a bit easier.
Mm-hmm. And this would be offered for every study program, so to say, so that everything is connected.
The project weeks are designed, so we will ramp it up, will be designed on long run for each and every study course. Mm-hmm. So we need really a broad integration, not only for some selected students, because I think each and every student at TUM should get to know this experience.
Yeah, that sounds really promising.
Any further questions from our new students?
Yeah, I would like to know, because during the pandemic you had to suddenly change the way you teach, and I wanted to know what are the positive things you would like to keep doing even besides the pandemic and besides Corona. What are things you want to keep doing in the future?
What I think, if you really look back the last half year, I think the most really incredible win is the enormous flexibility and the power that has been generated to adapt to new situations. And I think this is exactly what a university should be. University should be flexible, agile, and because the challenges are constantly changing. And if you are stiff and you cannot move, then you will not be able to tackle those challenges. So to be flexible, like we discussed with the digitalization of the study courses, within 5 or 6 weeks, the entire cohort, the entire people cohort of TUM said, yes, we know it will be a tough time, but we will do it. And jointly we succeeded. And this is exactly, I think, what we need to sustain in the future. Though it's more, it's not an individual program, it's more this mental transformation, that we are always on the run, change things, adapt yourself, and then we will be successful even in the next 10 or 20 years to come.
Yeah.
So I think that was a great exchange, a great first exchange, because I don't hope that this is the last time. We have a new format, the presidential student lunch, where I meet with students. We met already. This will be every 2 to 3 months on the different campuses. And so feel invited as new students, in particular also if you tell it to your colleagues, to apply for those lunches, because for me it's very important that we can, so to say, interact in a very direct way without any hurdles in between. So I have a small present for you. This is the TUM caps you see here. We are, due to Corona times, I am not allowed to hand these over to you, so that's why they're already there. And thank you for your engagement, and thanks for having you here in this round. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, dear students, we heard a lot of challenges, lectures, exams, but TUM is much more than that. TUM is much more than research and education. Student life is equally important. So there are lots of opportunities to immerse yourself in campus life that we all hope will come back as soon as possible. But let's see what your fellow students put together for us in the next video.
Hello everybody and welcome in Munich. I'm right now at the main entrance of TUM, and today we are not going to do anything about studying or attending lectures. We're going to have a closer look at all the offers Munich has, especially for students. And luckily I've got a list over here. And yeah, there are some locations which I'm going to visit, and yeah, leave the campus behind and come on, let's go. Our first stop is just right across the street of TUM main campus, and I'm going to meet somebody of Polere Media and Didactics. Who are you and what are you doing here?
Hi, I'm Ellen. I am part of the study skills team at Polere Media and Didactics. And as the study skills team, we offer support for students when it comes to learning strategies and learning techniques. And for that, we offer workshops, we offer individual advice and online material, and both in German and in English.
Well, I would assume that students already have study skills when they are entering university. Why is your offer so important?
Well, yeah, that's true. When students enter university, they have a whole set of study skills already. But studying at university is quite different from school, actually. So the difference would be that you only have one exam period at the end of the semester. So you have to be very self-organized to master your exams and to prepare the exams during the semester. There are also many new class formats. So, for example, big lectures in huge lecture halls with many, many other students. And, you know, with so many new things you experience when you start studying, like a new town and new friends, it's sometimes difficult to find a good work-life balance.
So do you have some tips for freshmen when they are entering university now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. For example, maybe first of all, take your time to acquaint yourself with our platforms and technology we use here at TUM, so TUM Online and Moodle and Zoom and many others. And then always try to keep an overview of your semester. That helps a lot, so don't only plan from week to week, but we'll try to keep your semester in mind. When are my exams? What do I have to do for the exams? So that helps a lot.
Okay, let's have a look what we are going to do next. The next stop will be the Studentenwerk. I'm pretty sure you'll read that word when you're having lunch in the Mensa the next time. But I'll try and I'll check out what they offer for us. Welche Möglichkeiten habe ich denn in einer Lernpause oder zwischen zwei Vorlesungen mir günstig was zu essen zu besorgen?
Also da haben die Studierenden natürlich verschiedene Optionen. Wir bieten zum Beispiel vormittags unsere Cafés und Lounges an. Da gibt es einen heißen Kaffee, es gibt kalte Erfrischungsgetränke, es gibt verschiedene Snacks. Mittags empfehle ich die Bistros und die Mensen. Da arbeiten wir mit regionalen Lebensmitteln, die an Live-Cooking-Countern zubereitet werden, geht dann ins Self-Service-Konzept über. Das heißt, die Gäste können sich selber bedienen mit den Speisen, die sie gerne hätten. Von einem veganen Gericht bis über das normale Schnitzel, frischer Salat, ist eben alles mit dabei, unterschiedliche Preissegmente. Also eigentlich findet immer jeder was ihm schmeckt.
Wie läuft es mit der Bezahlung?
Ja, die Bezahlung ist natürlich ein wichtiges Thema. Die Bezahlfunktion ist bei den Studierenden schon auf der Student Card hinterlegt oder man legt sich hier so eine Karte zu. Die Bezahlung läuft auch bei uns teilweise über bediente Kassen, teilweise über schon Self-Service-Kassen, wo der Gast sich selber abrechnen kann, was er genommen hat. Und vielleicht, was noch wichtig zu erwähnen wäre die Funktion, wie kriege ich denn überhaupt Geld auf die Karte. Da gibt es zwei Möglichkeiten. Die klassische Variante ist es einfach über unsere Bargeldaufwärter, Schein rein, Guthaben auf der Karte und damit bezahlen. Oder eben über unsere Autoload-Funktion, die super bequem ist. Ich nutze die selber auch. Einfach bei einem gewissen Betrag wird wieder Geld vom Konto auf die Karte gebucht. Kann man alles festlegen, wie man das gerne hätte. Super einfach.
The Studentenwerk doesn't only offer food. To see what else they are offering, I'm going to travel to the Olympic Park. Welche Wohnformen bietet das Studentenwerk an?
Wir haben viele verschiedene Wohnformen bei uns in den Wohnanlagen. Die meisten sind Einzelzimmer in WGs. Es gibt aber auch Einzelapartments mit eigenem Bad und eigener Küche. Zudem auch Teilapartments mit eigenem Badezimmer und Gemeinschaftsküche, Apartments für Alleinerziehende und Apartments für Studierende mit Behinderung.
Wie kann ich mich auf einen Wohnplatz bewerben?
Die Bewerbung erfolgt online über unsere Website. Sie haben die Möglichkeit, sich für 3 Wohnanlagen zu bewerben. Wir benötigen die Immatrikulationsbescheinigung oder den Zulassungsbescheid. Die Immatrikulationsbescheinigung kann jedoch nachgereicht werden für das Wintersemester bis zum 1. November und für das Sommersemester bis zum 1. Mai.
Mit welchen Anliegen kann ich mich an das Beratungsnetzwerk wenden?
Sie können sich mit jeglichen Anliegen an das Beratungsnetzwerk wenden, die mit dem Studium zu tun haben. Ich würde Ihnen gerne die Themen mal anhand unserer bunten Würfelkampagne veranschaulichen. Sollten Sie zum Beispiel pleite sein oder aber sich einsam fühlen, überfordert sein, Ängstlichkeit empfinden oder aber sollte Ihr Vermieter stressen, dann können Sie sich gerne an uns wenden. Das heißt, wir haben Studienfinanzierungsberatungsstellen, unter anderem eben die Studienkreditberatung, Stipendienberatung und auch die BAföG-Beratung. Wir haben eine psychotherapeutische und psychosoziale Beratungsstelle und noch viele mehr Stellen.
Und wer genau kann mir mit persönlichen, privaten Problemen oder Studienproblemen helfen?
Insgesamt sind wir 20 Berater und Beraterinnen an 3 Standorten. Hier in München haben wir das Beratungszentrum, dann haben wir noch 2 Außenstellen in Freising und in Rosenheim. Und die genauen Beratungsstellen, die Übersicht über die Beratungsstellen können Sie dem Internet unserer Homepage entnehmen.
Vielen Dank. Now looking on my list, our next stop is basically right next door. I'm talking about the University Sports Center, or short ZHS. So you're a member of that sports club over here?
Yes, I am.
And what do you do here? What kind of sports?
Actually, I'm going one time in the week to boxing, and every Sunday I'm with my friends in the swimming pool.
Wow, so you're using quite a lot over here. Why do you like it over here?
I like everything because this is a really great place where you can meet students from all the world. You can share experience with them. And for the price what we pay, it's a really big variety of sport classes what you get.
So what kind of sports classes can I do over here?
So you can see, you can try everything what you want. You can go to the you can go climbing, you can box, you can go to the basketball court, anything what you ever wanted.
So what does ZHS actually mean?
ZHS means Central College Sport. It's the largest college sport in Germany with nearly 100 different kinds of sports you can do here. And the program already starts with €7.50. It's the ground fee, the HBAC, and there you can visit some open trainings and different kinds of courses. Some courses like climbing cost a bit more extra and you need extra badges for climbing and fitness. But therefore, if you just are immatriculated, you can use our sports program from now on.
Oh wow, that sounds great. Is there anything that makes the ZHS special in comparison with normal fitness clubs?
Yes, well, besides we are the largest, of course we want the Munich students to stay fit and to go beyond the limits, to have a competition, but also to find balance in stressy study times. That's what we want to use our program.
So now for the last point on my list, we are going back to the main campus, and I think it will be worth it. Have you ever wondered that a lecture hall looks like a slightly uncomfortable cinema? Well, we at TUM have lecture halls that sometimes turn into real cinemas. So let's have a closer look at the boys and girls that run the projector twice a week. So what exactly is the TU film?
The TU film regularly transforms the Karl von Linde Auditorium at the Alzerstraße campus and an auditorium in the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering in Garching into a state-of-the-art cinema hall with the newest sound and projection technology.
And what makes it so special?
The most special thing about the TU film is the incomparable audience. There's hardly any other cinema which celebrates and appreciates film as much as it is done here. As example, with costumes, with whistles, with loud laughters, and sing-alongs to well-known songs. It's just so much fun to be here and watch a movie.
Where and when can I visit the cinema?
Currently we offer 2 locations, one in Garching and one in Munich. The one in Munich is open on Tuesday and the one in Garching on Thursday. Even though we mainly want to address students, everyone is welcome.
Do you offer snacks and drinks?
Yes, we offer different kinds of drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, and salty and sweet snacks. But if someone likes to bring his own supplies from home or from the next pizza place, everyone is free to do so.
What kind of movies do you show?
So we generally try to appeal to a really large audience. So we have a lot of different kind of movies, from classics like Stanley Kubrick's Space Odyssey to Mamma Mia, where the audience can sing along, or the latest blockbusters, like a really broad spectrum. We even once had a silent movie with a pianist who was improvising the score as the movie went along. And then we have the cooperation with the Garnix Festival in Garching, where we have an open-air cinema, where we are showing up to 3 movies in each summer semester.
And who can participate in your club?
Generally speaking, almost everybody, but we are a student-run club, so we are only students here. But the faculty or even the university doesn't really matter. So if you're a LMU student, or if you're a TUM BWL or a mathematician or an engineer, it doesn't really matter. Everyone can come here and participate and help us.
Thanks a lot. Since I've already visited all my locations on my list, I think I will have a closer look to the cinema and watch a movie.
So we are proud about our student groups, but there's one that sticks out. It's special. It's not focusing on science and technology, but it's more on brass and tunes. It's our student-run big band, the TUM Jazz Band. And if you're interested to play with them, just give them a contact. They're always looking for talents. But first of all, now let's listen to the music.
This it that ice gold, Michelle 5 for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpiece. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chucks on with Saint Laurent, got to kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot, call the police and a fireman, I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man, I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am, I'm too hot. I'm bad about that money, break it down. Girls say hallelujah, girls say hallelujah, girls say hallelujah. Cause Uptown Fun gon' give me to ya, cause Uptown Fun gon' give me to ya, cause Uptown Fun gon' give me to ya. Saturday night we're in the spot, don't believe me, just watch, come on. Me just watch. Don't believe me, 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 just watch. Hey, hey, oh, stop. Wait a minute, fill my cup, put some liquor in it, take a sip, sign a check. Julio, gotta stretch right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If you're showing out, we're gonna show out. Smoother than a fresh drop Skippy. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. I'm bad about that money, break it down. Girls say hallelujah, girls say hallelujah, girls say hallelujah. Cause Uptown Fun gon' give me to ya, cause Uptown Fun gon' give me to ya, cause Uptown Fun gon' give me to ya. Saturday night we're in the spot, don't believe me, just watch, come on. Don't believe me, just watch. Just watch, don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
So thanks to this wonderful music, to the TUM Jazz Band. Dear students, now it's time to say goodbye, and in particular to thank all those who made this possible. It's in particular our student council, the architecture students who designed this very nice studio, and all those involved in the video production. Thank you all for making this possible. I also would like to thank our 61st year students who sent selfies to us with very nice messages you will see in a minute for this entry of this new semester. As a kind of appreciation and a symbol of belonging to TUM, we sent them these TUM caps. Please put the caps on now, and now shout TUM. So thank you so much. Listen to the last video we have right now with all these messages, and thanks for attending this event. I wish you all the best, a lot of success here at TUM. See you soon in the future.
My name is Anastasia.
My name is Hannah.
This is Camilo.
My name is Verena. I'm Hui Heng.
I'm Junfeng.
My name is Arsene.
Veronica.
Mohammad Zishan.
Nakatsubichuku Angela.
I'm Leopold.
Fran.
Camilo.
I come from Italy. I'm a Mexican student.
From Pakistan. From Ashram Kimgao.
And I'm from India.
Rosenheim.
We come from China.
From Frankfurt. From Colombia.
Sofia Mirabal. I am from Caracas, Venezuela. And at TUM, I am most looking forward to learn techniques so that I can help build a better world.
Start a new part of my life.
To get powerful knowledge.
Fundamental social challenges.
To surround myself with people who are not only motivated, but also willing to act on it.
To finding a stimulating atmosphere in which I can cooperate with students from all over the world.
I'm also looking forward to the challenge
to master the current situation
and to show what the TUM is made of.
Learn more about the world that surrounds us. Enjoy student life.
To learn, to innovate, and to execute.
Learning together.
To be a skillful and a creative mechanical engineer.
To do a lot of fun activities with other students, such as snowboarding.
To meeting inspiring people.
Diving into the world of university life.
To make new friends and to soak in a new culture.
Meeting the intellectual professors of the university and my brilliant classmates.
All in all, to be part of the big TUM family.
The study life with the most excellent students and teachers from around the world.
To the combination of management and technology.
To meet new people and have a good time with them.
To make interesting experiences in my new stage in life.
To learning and empower myself in machine learning, data science and entrepreneurship.
That I can change my mindset from a local to a global perspective.
Participating in exceptional teaching and research programs.
To face new challenges, meet like-minded people and learn the tools to change the world.
To just enjoy this journey we're on together.
Develop myself intellectually, culturally and socially during my studies here.
Learn from amazing professors and learn new stuff.
Get the knowledge and contribute to a sustainable way of living.
To experience new diversity, experience new culture.
At TUM, I'm most looking forward to being excellent.